Guys, might as well just put me in fucking handcuffs and walk away. And so I'm crying. I don't know. I'm just like I'm not like bawling like, oh, whatever, like the tears were just flowing. And it was so bad because my makeup looked so good. Because I just did it because I was going to work. And, yeah, so I was like, well, I threw up yesterday morning. So I was already feeling like shit, Then after that, I called my mother. I'm like, guess who got pulled over again? This happened last time. Same thing. Registration. I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to know that? I don't know. Because I don't have access to it. I'm like, I don't know. I just drive the car. So, yeah. And I kind of was going through it. I ended up not going to work. Anyways, I was in the parking lot. But I was, bawling my eyes out. And I was like, well, I have to get this fucking figured out now. And they're like, your court date. I'm like, I do not want to go to court. I was like, be so for real. So I was trying to get that taken care of. And then I'm like, well, I haven't been feeling good for the past 3 weeks. And I've literally, whatever. So I was like, let's get my blood work done because something ain't right. And, I know something's not right. I was supposed to get it done, 3 years ago, but I ghosted them. Yeah, so I was getting my blood work done yesterday. They filled up 3 vials of blood. I'm like, no. So, I really hate blood, needles, and veins. Terrified. Don't. And at first they told me a man was gonna do it. But the other opening wasn't until 4. And I'm like, fuck, I do not want to be at a office at 4 waiting for a few hours. It took 3 hours, so if I went at 4, that'd be 7. I'm like, I don't want to be there for that long. So I ended up picking the 2:31, but it was with a male. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do this. So I made my mom come with me because I'm like, men stress me out. But he was alright. A girl ended up taking my blood, but he was doing the consultation or whatever, being like, what kind of blood work do you need? And I'm like, I got autoimmune ones because it runs in my family. And I also officially am getting the test for the genetic mutation, why my body doesn't process medication literally at all. So I got a few of those coming in, but they put me in the little kids room. They put me in the little kids room for my blood drawn. The one with the Disney princesses on it, and they're like, which one's your favorite? I'm like, does she know I'm almost 20? But I was freaking out. But I didn't cry when getting my blood drawn, which is weird because last time I flipped the fuck out. I think it's because it was a girl doing it, so I didn't freak out as much. But I was like, fuck. So I was like, Belle's my favorite, and she's like, okay, which arm do you want to do? So I initially chose my right arm. I don't know why. I'm like, this one looks like it would hurt less. She missed the vein, and the needle was stuck in my arm. Oh my god, literally just talking about it makes me nauseous. The needle was stuck in my arm, and she missed a vein. So while this shit was hurting and bruised and not going through it, bleeding, she's like, well, we're gonna have to try the other arm. I'm like, what do you mean we have to try the other arm? So while this one was bleeding out, she's like, give me this arm. I was like, I don't know what you want me to do. And literally, I was holding back tears. I was looking at the Disney princesses. I'm like, oh, and my mom's like, you're how old? I'm like, I can't do blood. I can't do needles. And it was bad. Yeah, so that was my day yesterday. It was not fun. And I got so nauseous after. No, she missed a vein for my first arm because I was I wasn't staying like still because I don't. Yeah, and she's like, "Well, you moved, so I missed a vein." I'm like, I'm just it flinched a little, like it was like a little, like that. It was, yeah, but she was not having it.